Welcome to the podcast on how to use EBSCO. To access EBSCO, you need to go to your Media Center page, and from there click on the EBSCO link. If you're using EBSCO from home, you're going to need to get a user ID and a password from your Media Center before you'll be able to access this from home. Let's go ahead and click on the link. Go to the Student Research Center. And once you're in the Student Research Center, I want you to notice that there are lots of options available here. The first item I'd like to show you is that it has a dictionary on board. A dictionary is a good place to find the exact spelling of the word you're looking for. Or another item that they have are charts and tables, so you'll be able to access those here. There is an encyclopedia. I think the encyclopedia is a great place to find basic information about your topic, to find keywords that you can use in your search. And so I suggest that you begin at the encyclopedia. We'll click on New Search to get back to EBSCO. When you're searching EBSCO, notice that it's looking in lots of different areas to find the information you're looking for. We have magazines, newspapers, books and encyclopedias, biographies, radio and TV transcripts, country reports, state and province reports, primary source documents, and photos, maps, and flags. Automatically, all of these items are going to be selected. If you prefer, you can uncheck these and select individual items. So perhaps you want to just search biographies. Okay, automatically, though, they're all going to be checked unless you uncheck them. I'm going to scroll down here a little bit, and you'll notice that there are ways to limit your search results. It is automatically limited to full text information. That means the entire article has to be there for it to come up in your search results. Okay, and that's a good thing. You can limit by publication, so if there's a certain magazine or periodical that you want to look for information in, you can limit it by publication. You can limit it by the month and years, so that you can narrow your search down to a specific time period if you so choose. You can search to just search cover stories, and then you also have the option of searching by reading level. Okay, if you want to select just one level, you just click on that level. If you want to select two, you can hold down the Shift key and select more than one level at a time. If you don't select anything, it will automatically be on all, and so that all reading levels are included. Let's go back up. And up here at the top in the Find box is where you put in your search term, and I'm going to search for hurricanes. And click on the search. Okay, and you'll notice that I found 81,920 articles that have something to do with hurricanes. More information than I possibly can look through. So now I need to narrow my search results. Over here on the left-hand side of the screen, you have the option of narrowing by subject or by publication. I'm going to select subject, and you'll notice here that I can narrow it down by a certain hurricane, or by a certain area or the people associated with that, or there are more choices. I'm going to select Hurricane Irene. And when I do that, you'll notice that my search results are down to 15 articles. Okay, that's much more manageable. If I still wanted to narrow it further, I can go on and select specifically how I would like to narrow my search. Okay, I'm not going to do that for this time. I want you to notice over here in the middle of the page, you can choose how you have your items sorted. And right now they're in date descending order. I think a better way to sort is by relevance, because that brings the most important or most relevant item to the top of the list. Okay, and you'll notice that it gives a little citation information about each article, so that you have just a basic abstract about what that article is about. If you want to see the entire article, you can click on the title. And when the article opens, it's going to give basic information, and then below that, it gives the entire article. Okay, I'm going to scroll back up, and I want to go back to my result list. So I'm going to click on Result List. And when I get back here, I get to choose which articles I want. And I do that by clicking over here in this Add article, and I add it to a folder, and up at the very top of my screen you'll notice that I have a folder. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and, since I've added an article, click on my folder. And here I have choices of what I want to do with my article. Okay, I think the best option is to save your article. So I'm going to click on Save, and then I get to choose what citation format I would like to have my article in. Okay, you'll notice there's lots of choices. I'm going to choose MLA. I'm going to click on Save. Okay, and here is my article. Here under Works Cited, this is my citation information, so all I would have to do, is just copy this information and paste it into my bibliography. Also here you have a permalink, and this would be the link that would take me directly back to this article if I so chose. What I usually suggest for students to do is begin highlighting here at Works Cited and copy all of this information and paste it into a word processing document, and then save that to your H drive or your home folder so that you aren't constantly having to go back to the internet to get your information, but you'll have it available to you on your H drive. So that's what I suggest for students to do. Okay, I'm going to use back within the program here rather than back up on my browser. So I'm going to click back to go back to my EBSCO session, and then I can go back to go to the result list, and then I can go on and select another article, okay, and add it to my folder. You can add multiple articles to your folder at a time, but sometimes it's nice just to keep each individual article in a word processing document by itself. Okay, if I wanted to perform a new search at this time, I could click on my new search button. Okay. One item that I didn't show you here was the advanced search, and I'm going to show you that now. If you click on advanced search, notice that I have the Boolean operators that I can use to combine terms. So if there are several search terms and I wanted to make sure that my search terms were all in there, I could use AND to combine those and then put my search terms in each of those boxes. Okay, again, notice that you have your limiters here of how you can select exactly what you want to search. Thank you for listening to this podcast on how to use EBSCO.